I really love my job as a landscape designer, and I've had the opportunity to do quite a few therapeutic projects, and this is one of them. It's the rebuild at St Michael's Hospice. They are creating a whole new eco wing and also rejuvenating the old hospice. And so I had the opportunity, the privilege really, to work with the team early on to look about how that eco sort of credentials goes out into the landscape, how you pull the landscape back into the building. And so we're now going to try and tell this story through a garden at Malvern. What I needed to represent the hospice, I needed a big sculpture, something that people could get in underneath, because the hospice sort of acts like a sanctuary for so many people. I needed to find a sculptor who could do this, and I've managed to find one now. He's a guy called Matt Sanderson, and we're here today at his studio in Hereford.
When Hannah invited me to come and meet the people at the hospice, I was struck by how much of a family it was, both as the staff and the people residing within all working together, and I wanted to create some sort of shelter. And we discussed this, and it's a garden with a journey path, of course, and we thought it'd be nice to have a resting place along that journey path. And so the idea was to take the emblem of St Michael and, if you like, the portrait of him with his raiment of light and the corona of light around his head, but to turn that through 90 degrees and spread it out as a crescent, lift it off the ground and support it with a metaphoric body of St Michael. So his arms and they spread out like the branches of a tree and reach around and hold the canopy above, but his trunk and his body reaches down to the roots of the ground and he spreads out. And around it there's a bench as well, so people can rest within and shelter beneath the dome.
And this is the path, which I'm very excited about. This is actually carpet tiles that have come from the old hospice, and we're going to pack them tight in the path. I mean, it looks almost like slate, but it should be completely dry, easy to walk on, easy to run a wheelchair over, and that's the sort of thing that I'm going to be doing with Matt. As you carry on through the path, there's some beautiful planting, lavender, and you come eventually to a water feature, because water is a really important element. It's calming. It sort of invigorates people really, and that's the end of the journey. And then at the front of the garden I'm trying to do this it's called a no grass lawn, and it's proving rather horrendous because I've got to find all the plants. There's about 3,000 plants, so watch this space. This garden is really close to my heart because actually I love all the idea that it's therapeutic, that it's going to be used by people who need these spaces. You know, they're going through terrible times in their lives and they're having to deal with loss and illness and things that we find difficult to talk about. It's got to be perfect, and actually it's hard because it's big. I've got all these sculptures in it now. I'm doing lots of things that are new to me, innovative, and it is keeping me awake a little bit at night, but I want it to be perfect.